Welcome back all. Today I'm gonna go ahead and play around with different cases, and we will also place this in a function in order to clean the main function a little bit. So what do I mean by play around with cases? Well, this keylogger is very far from being perfect. It can definitely be a little bit useful, but it's useless until it can actually send some information somewhere. And I have it running. So let's stop it. Anyway, it's not very useful now, not because it can send information, I will deal with that separately, but rather instead because of the way in which it records information. If you press tabs or space or something of a kind, it doesn't really record it that well in the file, and that we've seen in the previous tutorial. So we need to deal with that. We will deal with it with a switch statement, but with switch. But rather, before we actually do that, let's just go ahead and cram all of this into a single function to make things a little bit easier for us. This function will be void. It will return nothing. I will call it log, and it will receive no arguments of what. It will require no arguments of whatsoever. I've written the prototype up there, so down here I'll write a function. Okay. I know I've copied this, but let's just cut it. That will be easier. There we go. And now all we need to do is type in log here, call the function in main, and that's it. So this will work. You can test it out by typing in Control F11. And let's go ahead and open up this. Okay, this is me testing things out. Does it work? Hey. Okay, let's go ahead and check the file out. Okay, this was me typing in things. Is this in lower or upper? Okay, we got some nonsense. You see, this is a this is a big problem. This is a big problem. These are these keys: Enter, Shift, Tab, something like that. I'm not sure. It makes no difference of whatsoever because we don't want them to be written in this fashion. We want them to be written in a different fashion. And you see at the end it says, "Does it work?" Interesting. Okay, so let's close this, and I will delete this file so that it is clean. And have I stopped the program? No, I haven't stopped the program. Excellent. So let's just see if of course the file was recreated. There we go. So now let us go through different cases. We could make a separate function here, or we could actually stick around and try to write it in here. Well, I might as well write it here. There is no need to actually write a separate function for this. Now, the first thing that we're going to do is delete write C. We will rewrite it later on as a default case, so in case it's none of the above, that will get executed. For switch, you just need to type in switch, open parentheses, and C is the condition. So we are going to pass the character C to switch, and then based upon what that character C is, switch will do something. So let's go ahead and type in case 1. Case 1. Actually, no, not case 1. That would be stupid. Case 8. So if C has a numerical value of 8, if C character has a numerical value of 8 in ASCII, that means it's a backspace. So here it is. It says backspace. Okay, no problems. Let's just do it here and type in a colon, not a semicolon here, space, and then we're going to use write from here output to a file, and we're simply going to substitute, we're not going to output C to it, rather instead, in case C is 8, we are going to output something else, in case C has the numerical value of 8. So what shall we output? Well, I like to do it like this, with the lesser than sign, and then type in backspace. Backspace like this. This is just how I like to substitute backspace, but I mean, if you don't, feel free to write it any way you like. Completely up to you. So let's go ahead and type in a semicolon here, and that's it. Now we need to jump into next case. So case, and then we will go ahead and find something. I'm sure that we have plenty of these cases. You can play around with them as much as you like, as much as you wish. So let's see, what else are we going to substitute. So we have a horizontal tab, live feed, vertical tab, form feed, then shift out, data, device. Okay, so we can also have fun with escape. We can also substitute escape, which is 27, and delete, which is 127. Okay, so let's try that. 27. Right, so what was 27? That was ESC. I do believe that this will be sufficient. And case 127. Right. So what shall we place here? What was 127? Del. Okay, so del. Then delete. So you get the general idea. You just keep on writing them like this for every case that you wish to modify. What I would suggest is, let's go ahead and find space, which is 32. So those are some of the things that you really should change. So case 32, right. Look, so obviously you could write space in, but I don't know, doesn't seem very logical to me. I just like to type a space, quite literally, to insert a space and nothing else. But you could also type in something here, or you could actually write space and then have that output it. That's also an option. I just don't like doing that. And case for enter. I'm not sure where exactly it is. Let's just go ahead and take a look. So delete, uni, separator, recorder, group, file, escape, end of medium. Does anybody see an enter here? It should be around here somewhere. Hold on. Let's do it like this. Wait, decimal 30. Okay, so it's 13. Have I seen it here at 13? Ah, it's a return, sorry. Of course. So 13. Case 13. I would like you to write enter. Maybe there isn't a need for this, but okay. And then I would also like you to insert a new line so that our entire recorded log file is not all in one single line, which can be quite awkward to read, and the file can be difficult to see or view. Okay, so we've inserted some of them, and let's just create a default case in case it's none of the above. So default write C. So this will be the same as before. You will just write C out. Now let's go ahead, press Ctrl F11. Yes. Okay, so it is running now. Let's go ahead and open up our console. Okay, so I have selected backspace. Let's press backspace. Keep pressing it, and now we need to type in something in. Actually, let's press enter a couple of times first, then type in this. This is the new text. Go over to Keylogger and record text. And take a look at this. It says backspace, escape, del, enter. And backspace, escape, del, enter. Okay, no problems there. Enter. And what have we? This, and then it goes backspace, escape, del, space. Have I pressed enter? I have no idea. Let's just go ahead and run a check. Delete. And we'll press backspace, and then we'll press enter once. This is the new text. I haven't pressed enter any more times, but if I have messed something up, we will fix it in the follow-up tutorial. Doesn't really matter, mistakes are bound to happen here. So let's just go over and open the file, record.txt. Okay, seem to have pressed enter way too many times here. What's the problem? So if it's 13, it writes out enter. If it's 32, just take a look at the file one more time, see if we can actually figure it out here. If not, I'll have the solution for you in the follow-up tutorial. But I will not edit my mistakes out. I want to keep them in here. So we have a lot of backspaces. One character is not getting interpreted right. I'm not sure which that one is. But it seems to be interpreting space as enter. Probably messed up with the ASCII values, because you can see in between every word it's putting up. So this is the new text. And I seem to have a problem with my ASCII code. I will check it out on the website one more time and see how it works out from there. But that is completely irrelevant, as I will have the solution for you in the follow-up tutorial. What you want to be looking at is the switch statement and how you can define individual cases. So individual cases, which are like, you have a tab, you have a control, you have an alt, you have the Windows home button, you have space, I don't know, you have an enter, you have a shift, have I mentioned shift? You also have backspace, and del, arrows, and I do believe that is it. Escape as well, and that is it. So we gotta make quite a few of these cases, and once we have made them all, then we will have a proper file. One of the next steps could be to differentiate between lowercase and uppercase letters. Anyway, I bid you all farewell, and I hope to see you in the follow-up tutorial.